Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's packed with more drama, suspense, and high-stakes power plays than a Hollywood blockbuster. I'm talking about the epic clash of titans, Wall Street versus blockchain. It's the old guard against the new kid on the block, a battle between tradition and disruption that's reshaping the very foundation of finance. So grab your popcorn, because this is a story you won't want to miss. For over a century, Wall Street has been the undisputed king of the financial world. Imagine a fortress built with towering skyscrapers, intricate regulations, and generations of power. It's a system of centralized control where institutions like big banks, investment firms, and stock exchanges act as the gatekeepers. They decide who gets access to capital, they process our transactions, and they take a cut every step of the way. This system, for all its flaws, has powered global economies, created immense wealth, and become synonymous with money itself. It's a world of tailored suits, high-pressure trading floors, and a language spoken only by the financial elite. It's established, it's powerful, and for a long time, it seemed untouchable. Then, in 2008, something happened. Right in the middle of a global financial crisis that shook faith in these very institutions, a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper. This paper introduced the world to Bitcoin and, more importantly, the technology behind it, blockchain. If Wall Street is a centralized fortress, blockchain is the complete opposite. It's a decentralized, open-source public ledger. Think of it not as one central bookkeeper, but as a million identical copies of a ledger, shared across a global network of computers. Here's the magic trick. When a new transaction happens, it's broadcast to this network. Computers on the network, known as nodes, work to verify it and bundle it with other transactions into a block. This block is then cryptographically linked to the previous block, creating a chain. This process makes the record incredibly secure and transparent. Once a transaction is on the blockchain, it's permanent and can't be altered. There's no central authority, no single point of failure, and no need for a middleman to approve things. It's a system built on trust in mathematics and code, not on trust in institutions. So, you can immediately see why this sets up the perfect conflict. Wall Street's entire business model is built on being the trusted middleman. They are the central authority. Blockchain technology, at its core, is designed to eliminate the need for that middleman. It promises a world where you can send money across the globe in minutes, not days, with minimal fees. A world where ownership of assets, whether it's stocks, real estate, or even art, can be verified instantly on a transparent ledger without needing layers of lawyers and brokers. This isn't just a new product. It's a fundamental challenge to Wall Street's entire way of life. The initial reaction from the financial old guard was exactly what you'd expect: skepticism, dismissal, and a lot of outright hostility. They called Bitcoin a fad, a tool for criminals, rat poison squared, as one famous investor put it. And to be fair, the early days of crypto were like the Wild West. It was volatile, unregulated, and attracted its fair share of shady characters. From their gilded towers, the titans of finance looked down on this chaotic digital experiment and laughed. They had the power, the regulators, and centuries of history on their side. Why would they ever worry about some computer code? But then, something fascinating started to happen. The laughter began to fade. The technology didn't go away. In fact, it got stronger, more sophisticated. Major companies started experimenting with it. The value of cryptocurrencies, despite their volatility, began to attract serious attention. The conversation in the boardrooms of Wall Street slowly shifted from if to how. They started to realize that the core innovation, the blockchain itself, was too powerful to ignore. It was like they were castle lords who suddenly realized the peasants had invented cannons. This is where the real drama begins. Wall Street started playing a double game. Publicly, many executives would still cast doubt on crypto, but behind the scenes, they were scrambling. They started pouring billions of dollars into blockchain research and development. They weren't trying to replace their own systems, not at first. Instead, they wanted to co-opt the technology. They wanted to create their own private, permissioned blockchains. Think of it as taking the revolutionary engine of a sports car and putting it into a golf cart. They wanted the efficiency and security of the blockchain, but without the decentralization, without giving up control. It's Wall Street's classic move. Absorb the threat, tame it, and monetize it. This created a huge internal conflict within the financial world. You have the innovators, the tech-focused teams within these big banks who are genuinely excited about the potential of decentralization. They see a future of finance that is faster, cheaper, and more accessible for everyone. But they are constantly fighting against the established bureaucracy, the compliance departments, and the executives whose bonuses depend on the old way of doing things. It's a culture clash playing out inside the world's most powerful financial institutions. Simultaneously, the blockchain world was having its own identity crisis. The early idealists, the cypherpunks who dreamed of a completely decentralized world free from corporate and government control, started seeing their creation being courted by the very entities they sought to overthrow. Was the goal to tear down Wall Street or to become the new Wall Street? As venture capital and institutional money flooded into the crypto space, the lines began to blur. Crypto companies started hiring former Wall Street traders, they started seeking regulatory clarity, and they began building products that looked a lot like the traditional financial instruments they once criticized. So now, we're in the most interesting chapter of this saga. It's no longer a simple us versus them story. The battlefield has become incredibly complex. You have big banks like JP Morgan, whose CEO once famously slammed Bitcoin, now offering crypto funds to their wealthy clients and using their own blockchain Onyx to process billions in daily transactions. You have investment giants like BlackRock launching a Bitcoin ETF, effectively giving Wall Street a direct, regulated on-ramp into the crypto market. This was a monumental moment, a seal of approval from the heart of the establishment. This is a story of adaptation, of survival. Wall Street didn't get to be Wall Street by being stupid. They are masters of evolution. They see which way the wind is blowing. They understand that the demand for digital assets and more efficient financial plumbing is not going away. So they are hedging their bets. They are investing in crypto startups, building their own blockchain infrastructure, and lobbying regulators to create rules that favor their centralized, controlled version of this new world. Meanwhile, the true decentralization movement continues to build in parallel. Projects in decentralized finance, or DeFi, are creating alternative systems for lending, borrowing, and trading that operate entirely on code, with no intermediaries. This is where the original spirit of blockchain still burns brightest. It's a global, permissionless ecosystem that continues to innovate at a dizzying pace. So who is winning? The truth is, it's not clear. And maybe that's the wrong question. It might not be a winner-take-all scenario. What we're likely witnessing is a convergence, a messy, dramatic, and often contradictory merging of these two worlds. The future of finance will likely be a hybrid. We may see traditional banks using blockchain technology to make their back-end operations more efficient. We'll see regulated, Wall Street-approved digital assets existing alongside the wilder, more decentralized world of DeFi. The drama is far from over. We'll see regulatory battles, technological breakthroughs, massive failures, and incredible successes. It's a clash of ideologies: centralization versus decentralization, control versus freedom, the old guard versus the new frontier. It's a story about power, money, and the future of how we interact with it. And that, right there, is a drama more real and with higher stakes than anything you'll find on TV. What do you think? Is Wall Street successfully taming the beast of blockchain, or is it just the beginning of the end for traditional finance? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think about this epic confrontation. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our next exploration into the fascinating world of technology and finance. See you in the next one.